way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Passes it to Payton. To the inside. Here's the natural. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding pass. Field goals have been made off an assist.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Out to the wing. They set the screen. Jang a screen. Levine kicks to Lee. Stolen by Gordon. Here's the natural. Outside Gordon. The natural, the pass to Payton. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. 6 to shoot. Here's Fournier. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
Here's Levine. Down low. It's tipped. Stolen by Gordon. And here is Payton. Dishes it to Fournier. Vucevic up top. Pass to Fournier. There's the pick. Shot clock at 6. Pass to the natural. The 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
They just can't miss. Everything they put up, it seems, goes in.
You know, some... Sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. They are certainly the bugs tonight. Nothing going their way.
And I'm not even sure that I'd want to be the windshield.
No, maybe the windshield wiper.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Payton kicks to Gordon. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter of this one, and that one's good.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Magic.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
And tonight,
He's checked in for Orlando. And then for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Bielitsa. Muhammad comes in for Jared Bayless. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Jones. And Orlando has possession. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. They set the pick to the left wing. Now the pass to the natural. Here's Azania. It's stolen by Arthur.
Orlando foul call. That's his first personal foul. At the line for the match.
And the first one drops.
2 shots.
And both free throws good from Arthur. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's the natural. Over to the wing. Watson dishes to Dedmon. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
and why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Now Jones. And so it's Orlando taking it.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Nikola Vucevic.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the chart.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sport.
It was a great win for the team tonight. What can you take out of such a positive overall performance?
Well, winning a game like this gives us a lot of momentum going forward. So we just got to take that, keep running with it, and be careful not to let it get to our heads, right?
Are you getting the ball as much as you'd like out there?
Honest answer? No, I'm not. I feel like we're a better team when I have the ball in my hands because of the way I create. Simple as that. Give me the ball, and the wins will follow.
Word is spreading that you're causing some real drama with your off-court commitments, missing appearances, failing to fulfill contracts. Do you have anything to say about that?
Look, if you want to talk about my business dealings, you have to get in touch with my agent, Don Pagnotti. But you know what? Let me save you the time because here's what he'll say. No comment. It's silly to comment on stuff like that has no bearing on anything else. So please, let's keep questions on the subject of basketball and basketball only. Thank you.
in a language that everybody here can easily understand.
This is for the money.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's the Orlando Magic as they'll be playing against the Los Angeles Clippers. Well, it was the Clippers winning their last game against the Heat at American Airlines Arena. A tough overtime victory. They're hoping that they can find a way to win this one in regulation. Oh, and what a treat tonight. A battle royal between two powerhouses. This is the kind of marquee matchup that always seems to get the fans excited. Shaq, what are we in for tonight?
You know what, Ernie? When you're a great team, you want to establish your dominance over other great teams. This makes the matchup competitive. I want to see some elbows thrown, some flagrant fouls, some trash talking. I want to see all that. Ernie.
And it's the Clippers coming in from out of town for this one, an interconference game today. We welcome you this Thursday evening as we get set for some exciting NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. The Magic again playing host, continuing their homestand in this one. Well, they know they have their work cut out for them here tonight and during a stretch of games facing a lot of talented teams.
And right now for the Magic, what a start to the season it's been for them. I mean, it has taken them no time to find that rhythm. They have looked fantastic from day one.
And Greg, we knew they had potential, but thought it would take a while. What's been surprising is how quickly they've made it happen.
And the Clippers starting five. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. Gordon, that's good, and it's Payton with the assist.
I like that, getting their offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Yeah, high percentage shot, and the more points you can get inside, I think the better off they'll be as the game progresses.
Now here's Paul. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Heat in Miami.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Paul against Payton. Good work defensively by Paul. Orlando on D. It's a 3-point game. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Proficient in that game at the offensive end of the floor. I mean, their passing was dynamic and their shot selection was superb.
You do those two things hand in hand, Greg, you know the result. You move the ball like they did and take smart, good shots, you're coming away with a lot of wins.
The Magic shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Now here's Paul. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. Nice job coming off that screen. Redick's got 5.
Wow, what a clever pass that time by Chris Paul.
There's the screen. Pass to the natural. Launches a 3, and that one's good. And Freaks agent in attendance at the game today, Dom Pagnotti, the famous Dom Pagnotti. You might hear stories positive and negative about him, but he has a lot of big-name clients, that's for sure, Clark.
Yep, and Freak is one name in a long list for Pagnotti. Some question his motives and how he gets deals done, but that's not for you and I to debate.
No.
You certainly can't argue with his results.
Well, you know him well. You call him DP. I just call him Dom.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Paul kicks to Griffin, hit his foot, and it's being called a kickball. Here's Redick. He had 16 points in the win against the Heat in Miami.
Yeah, and talk about his scoring. I mean, Kevin, with the defense trying to pressure him, he did a good job of getting them to overcommit and getting himself to the line.
And Orlando has possession, following the miss by Griffin. They set the pick. Payton passes to the natural. 6 to shoot. Payton against Paul. Payton's shot is off. Clippers trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
They kick it out to Green. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
Payton kicks to Vucevic. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Here's Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Jordan sets the pick for Redick. The feed to Griffin. They kick it out to Green. Again, the miss by Green. Orlando leading by 3. Payton right side. Outside Gordon. Shoots from the elbow. And Orlando again with the bucket.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation. And how about the numbers here for Nikola Vucevic? First in shooting percentage. And he sits in the top 15 in